the two of you are so good. I mean, that the relationship is so believable. How long did it take to kind of get that dynamic clicking?
Well, the only thing that I was self-conscious about, she's a lot younger than I am. Let's just be fair.
I was also self-conscious about that.
So I thought, like, geez, I hope she doesn't. And, you know, so I tried to look young. I think so sometimes it's better.
And I didn't have to try to look old. I just did.
Yes, you did have to.
That's what they do for women.
But once I got past that, I just kind of found that, like, our relationship, our friendship, the way that we kind of clicked and had a good time sort of takes over. You know, you don't think about the other stuff, I hope.
Yeah, and we got to be down in Missouri and just all of us sort of hanging out. And we were all on set a lot, all the time. So we got to spend a lot of time together. And it was just a great, hard-working group of people. We were all kind of
and
trying to
sometimes there's a bond where it's just like the two of us and we're doing this 40 times. Are we going to get fired or...
Right? Every day I thought I was...
Yeah, I wanted to ask about David because obviously he has that reputation of being such a perfectionist. I mean, what was it like when you are doing these takes over and over and
I'm
over?
a perfectionist too. I love working with a perfectionist. And the thing about David is, yes, he's a perfectionist, but he's very patient. If you're trying to get the thing that he wants, he'll work with you all day. And to me, that's what a wonderful endorsement and what a wonderful investment in an actor. I feel like I'm in such good hands when I'm working with
the
them.
people I don't want to work with are the people who are like, you do 2 takes and they're like, pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
or their decisions are
lazy,
completely arbitrary.
Yeah, people who just didn't want to get through the day or wrap early. To me, I've learned that's the problem. The problem is not the guy that's paying too much attention to the movie. The problem is the guy that's paying too little.
And, I mean, obviously you have the book as a resource, which must be great. I mean, how much or how often did you go to the book to kind of get some inspiration or information?
I'm a theater actor, so I did some of that work. You know, if I was working on a play, I would go through and pull out some of those biographical details and things people say, and I did that with the book as an exercise. Also, because I hadn't made a movie, I didn't know what the preparation should be, so I just kind of threw everything at it to see what stuck, and it worked well.
It worked, yeah. For me, obviously I read the book, but like having Gillian there was like the living sort of version of it. So you could go, does this matter? Or what's the point of this? Why am I doing... Oftentimes, you know, she got the chance to do some sort of, I don't want to say revisions, but sort of like books are different than movies. They work differently. The stories are told differently. You know, you're seeing people rather than using your imagination. So she had some very good insight into like how something might come off versus how she had to write it in the book. So it was very helpful to talk to her, and obviously David is extremely helpful.
And, you know, Nick is a character who's under a lot of media scrutiny in the film, and I think being, you know, for you, being a celebrity, you must be used to that. It's a different type of scrutiny, of course. But are you able to bring some of that to the role, use that as a...
Well, I mean, the guy's very different from me, but I have been through and I'm used to this sort of kind of media attention that comes with celebrity these days. This is a sort of offshoot of that, which is notoriety as fame, the kind of cable news obsession with tragedy, you know, the way we kind of tend to, like, I'm not sure why, you know, and I myself have gotten caught up in staring at the Casey Anthony case and wondering what's going to happen, you know, and there's Scott Peterson, and there's even, you know, legitimate scandals like what's the town, you know, Ferguson, you know, where you're still sort of transfixed. I really can't tell you why it is culturally that we do that, but we definitely do it. And some people, not all, but some people are sort of the leeches on that, and they just are sanctimonious, and they whip up anger, and they stoke the fires. And I think that's what's irresponsible, and that's what's hypocritical, and that's kind of what David went after, which is really a different thing than the celebrity fixation. It's a different movie. It'd be a very interesting movie.